Remember, I talked about pride. The colonial era destroyed our thinking. Because we were placed in keeps in communal area. And then we were taught subsistence living. That I must eat, I must work my fields, harvest and eat. I can't sell anything. So it was about eating, working, eating, and going to sleep. No wealth creation. That's why most likely most of us who are here are workers, not job creators. Because that was the thinking. That we must always be what? Working. So when you hear us talking about someone, it is because they've come out of the shell where we all are. The normal thing is that we must work, eat, and sleep. Work, eat, and sleep. Now, when someone makes a bit of money out of this process, then he has stolen. Because our mindset is built around poverty. And the poverty has been brought about through enslavement in the colonial era. You are following me? So, when you hear people talking about the Prophet's house, they have not worked.
Well, you see people rushing to the gate and actually taking pictures.
Then they send it on social media. Look at the Prophet's house. You are Christians. He is a Levite. He is wealthy from your offerings. I'm going to say that again. I know you don't want me to say this. We will see how successful your church is by what house he has, what car he has. We will see how you worship God by what you do for him. If he's riding a bicycle, then your God is a bicycle God. If he's driving a Rolls Royce, then Psalms makes sense. The book of Psalms, it now makes sense. That he owns the hills and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. Okay, I'm not used to this. Please be seated. You know, I want to tell you that before the kings came along, the richest people were the priests. Who is this leader? Who is the priest? In the book of Judges and the book of forgetting, who then says, they have rejected you, Samuel, because they want to be like other kings. The priests were supposed to be the richest people all the time because they represent God. And then we deviated Imagine, we are 6,500. If we return our tithes and offerings, we will return very few, little, but it will be a lot around all of us. Isn't that so? So the person who must be able to represent all of us is Prophet Makandiwa. If his word means something, then we must see it in his life. What I am saying is what I practice. My pastor can confess. What I'm saying is what I live. That he represents God. If I go on holiday to Dubai, he must go to holiday in Brazil. If I get on a private plane, he must get on a private plane. Because he represents God. You don't want to hear this. We want to be successful. And when we are successful, we neglect God. We see it by his life, that you have neglected God. The tithes and offerings represent what you think about God. If you don't return, then you are saying that God did not participate in why I am here, where I am right now. I'm spending too much time on this place. I just want it to sink in that when you are successful, the more you are successful, the more you return tithes and offerings. If you reduce, it means that you are saying, God, panyai, you did not participate, it was only me. At our church, we return 10% as a tithe and 10% as an offering, which is 20%. $20 goes to God. 10% is then used to look after the pastor. And then 10% is used to spread the gospel. But which number is bigger, 20 or 80? Who is remaining with the most? And yet you fail to neglect, you choose to neglect God only because of 20%. And then we choose lifestyles that are beyond what God has given us. And then you then forgo giving God because of the lifestyle that you have chosen. God is going to forget you because you have also forgotten him. You have thought that staying in Borodale is more important than giving offerings to him. So if the house is better, God is going to neglect you with that house. Okay, all right.